Nearly 15 lakh students will be appearing for the Common University Entrance Test for undergraduate courses that begin tomorrow. The scores will be used by colleges under 90 universities for admissions to undergraduate courses. The test will be conducted from the 15th of July to the 10th of August. The first phase of the exams will be held on the 15th, 16th, 19th and 20th of July. The second phase is scheduled for the month of August from 4th till the 20th. Now, ahead of the test, the Delhi University Vice Chancellor has said that maximum flexibility has been given to applicants to exercise options for admissions in courses of their choice. Candidates have applied for 54,555 unique combinations of subjects across 90 universities. The UGC chairman has also clarified that students from state boards will not be at a disadvantage in the new system, and the exam will not give any push to the coaching culture. So the latest on CUET that we have accessed here is that Delhi University will admit 30% extra students to SC/ST seats so that they do not remain vacant till the last round of admissions. If two students have same CUET score, class 12 marks will act as the tiebreaker for seat allotment. Students appearing for Common University entrance tests say the delay in the release of schedule has left them with very little time to prepare for what will decide their future. And lack of clarity about the exam pattern, they say, has also become a major issue.
It is very difficult for me to manage because there are a lot of subjects that we have to study. There is not like one subject or two subjects. There are 8 subjects that I have to appear in for the CUET exam. And also deleted syllabus is also present in the CUET exam. We have to study again because the term 1 syllabus was completely different from the term 2 syllabus. And we have to again study the term 1 syllabus and term 2 syllabus. So that is very difficult.
The syllabus has been changed 3 times already, and now even that the syllabus is furnished, now we have it with us, but still the questions in mock test are out of God knows where. And still, if you read their site, they will tell you that you need to pertain to the syllabus that we have given to you, but actually they are not prescribing to it. Moreover, they have just allotted the dates to us, and many of them are having dates on 15th of July. Just 4 days before the exam, that's not enough for them to prepare.
बहुत ही प्रॉब्लम फेस कर रहे हैं बच्चे, क्योंकि अभी तक कोई क्लियरिटी नहीं है, मतलब सब्जेक्ट्स में, और सिलेबस भी चेंजेस होते रहते हैं अभी.
First of all, the syllabus is not clear. Then it is like that deleted syllabus is also added that we have not studied in class 12. So that is the main problem. Now we have to take additional coachings for that. So 15 July से start हो रहे हैं. And अब उन्हें जाके inform करें like 4 days before. तो उनके लिए manage करना कितना मुश्किल होगा. And it is for the first time that it is being conducted.
Let me go across to Mr. Nayan Parik, educationist, joining us here on the program. Very good evening, Mr. Parik. We played out for you the concerns that students have expressed. There is confusion around the process and procedure and, of course, on the syllabus, as you heard. Let's begin with the fact that this is, of course, the first time that CUET will count the CUET score. Teething problems may be natural, but at the same time, the lack of clarity, Mr. Parik. First of all, tell us, what is the big idea of making this change from, going by the 12th board marks to shifting to the CUET score?
Afrida, I think it's a change that I think we discussed on this channel earlier.
Yes, we did.
So that this is a move in the right direction. I think we are creating a level playing field, and up till now, there were many universities which are accepting exam results from many syllabus and many states, and now that was not giving a level playing field. At least the idea of CUET was that there is one common exam that people appear in, and on that level playing field, all the students get an opportunity to get into, say, about 90 universities that we are talking about. So it is a step in the right direction. However, it is the first time. And I think the communication is a real challenge, that actually it could have been better communicated, that we knew that this is happening. we knew that there is going to be an ambiguity and students would be a little stressful. In fact, the whole idea of introducing this was to make it less stressful for the students. And in the first attempt, at least, it is becoming very stressful for the students. But I feel that once the communication is clear, I think some of the doubts that even when I discussed with those students, I found out was, one is that they found that their admission ticket was available only 2-3 days before. Now, they need not worry on that because this is for security reasons. Even for all the exams, the admission cards would be available only 2-3 days before, so that there is a least amount of malpractice. Second, I think students have an anxiety that all the subjects, they have to appear only on one date. Now, that is also very common in NET and all competitive exams, that even in IIM Ahmedabad in a way, that when you take an entrance test, all the subjects you need to cover. You cannot say that you will have only math, but not an English exam later. So I think that is second thing. Third thing students have in their mind is that if I am having an exam tomorrow, and if somebody else is having examination 15 days after, then would she have an advantage over me? They need not worry on this count. And I think it is more a communication exercise where the government and UGC could have done better to at least inform so that students are less stressful. In fact, the idea is that any cohort which is there on that particular date would have a percentile results of only that cohort, which means that if I am appearing in an exam tomorrow, I don't need to worry that somebody else who is appearing in the exam.
The problem, Mr. Parik, is about the last minute announcements. The fact that only day before, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, the full schedule is out. So that, creates a sort of a panic because, you could have given some more notice. There should have been more advance notice on when CUET will be held. They would have got more preparation time. And then now there is also a confusion over syllabus, because while you may be right that it is an attempt to create a level playing field, there are students from different boards, state boards, central boards, and in some cases international boards. So for them to get such a small period of time to prepare for the exam is also unfair, you think?
I feel, Afrida, that this was announced in March, that now 12th examination results would be superseded by these
No, I'm saying
tests.
the exam schedule. The test schedule was just announced. And the dates, in fact, I read out today.
I agree, Afrida, but we had a good idea that exam is going to appear around this time. So maybe, that if they gave a kind of longer notice, students could have known better and perhaps have prepared better. But I think all of us knew that it is going to happen in July and August. So it is not totally a bolt from the blue, but yes, most of the students, when they are given a definite date and plan, would study better.
Absolutely.
Because they would always feel कि अभी तो announce नहीं हुए हैं result dates, तो थोड़ा आराम से बाकी का कर लें. And actually, when the date is announced, the kind of countdown begins. So
and this is a centralized exam. There is also a question of certain centers where the student has to reach, because this will be obviously an offline exam. A person has to be physically there. There again, there might be hiccups. It's not fair to assume that everyone in the length and breadth of the country will be easily able to access those centers. Some advance notice would have been advisable.
There also, I mean, to give the devils their due, that these 500 examination centers which are there, 98% of them, the authorities have tried to give as per their preference, which means that they knew by and large that they need to be here. And most of them, of course, would have therefore preferred a local or an area where it is easy for them to access and to reach. But I understand that if it was kind of, they had to book a train ticket, something else, then a week or 10 days notice would be better. And I think next time onwards, perhaps they are also doing it for the first time. And
then, Mr. Parik, the other issue, and this is again very important because UGC has decided to intervene. Certain universities have already started their admission process, it seems, and many of the boards have not declared their results, their 12th board results. And I do understand that individual universities will take a call on how much weightage on CUET and how much weightage on 12th. But the students on their own are not absolutely clear how this will work. Whether they should, bank on their 12th results, whether they should fully focus on their CUET for the next batch as well, Mr. Parik. What is the message? What is the clarity that you can give?
I think for all these 90 universities, the message is clear that it would just be CUET, and 12th exam results would be superseded. There are some ambiguities, though, as you are saying, because of the communication gap. And I think this is more a lacuna of communication. I feel it is a move in the right direction. We all know that this needed to be done, and it is kind of, something which would help the students. It would help and streamline the process. However, in communication, I think we could have done so much better. We could have, and this is 12th, so it is very stressful for the students. And
if I may just add here, what you said that 12th results will be superseded may not actually be across board. I am reading from the official website, which says that admissions will be handled at the level of each of the participating universities. There may be a case when certain universities out of the list may decide that CUET will have 80% weightage, 20% will be your 12th board. So all of that information should have been clear for students before they got into it. And at least for the next batch, Mr. Parik, we hope that there will be greater clarity. The individual universities, the central universities, will declare beforehand what is the weightage. Lot remains ambiguous, but however, thanks very much, Mr. Nayan Parik, for joining us this evening with all the latest information and updates.